2009 deficit was the largest ever in terms of current dollars and in constant dollars. In terms of the percentages of GDP, the 2009 deficit is surpassed only by the deficits of the Second World War. Before the factors which contributed to this deficit can be considered, it is important to understand the budget process. The financial situation during the first and last years of every presidential administration is transitional, as the president-elect replaces the retiring president. This transitional situation is due to the structure of the federal fiscal or financial year. The fiscal year is different from the calendar. It begins on October 1st and runs through September 30th of the following year. The new president usually has little control over the spending during this transitional fiscal year. The spending plan or budget is prepared, presented to Congress, enacted into law, and put into effect during the term of the outgoing president. Even after the inauguration of the new president, basic governmental expenditures, funding for major programs, and other financial policies usually continue throughout the entire fiscal year according to the policies established by the departing president. Therefore, even though the outcome of every transitional fiscal year is the blended result of the spending plan or final budget of the retiring president and the modifications of that plan by the new president, the surplus or deficit created during this transitional fiscal year is usually assigned to the outgoing president. President Bush's final budget, his financial plan for the 2009 fiscal year, went into effect on October 1st, 2008. President Obama was elected in November and inaugurated in January 2009, 3.5 months into the financial year. The revenue and spending policies of the Bush administration continue to impact the financial situation of the government throughout the fiscal year. While the 2009 deficit would ordinarily be designated as the responsibility of the Bush administration, the unusual circumstances and partisan atmosphere of the time not only require the identification of the factors producing the deficit, but also the degree to which each contributed to the final tally.